Om Sai Ram, children. This is Paati. I have a story for you. The name of the story is The Princess and the Peacock. Long, long ago, there was a beautiful princess called Ramita. Princess Ramita lived in a big palace with her parents, the king and the queen, and she was so happy there. The king and the queen both loved their daughter, who was always polite and well behaved. She kept herself clean and tidy and worked hard at her lessons given to her by the royal school teacher. "We are so lucky to have such a good daughter," said the king one day. "Yes," replied the queen. "Ever since she was a small baby girl, she has always pleased us." Princess Ramita had a beautiful pet peacock who would sit on the top of the stone wall that surrounded the palace gardens. His brilliant colored feathers hung down gracefully over the side of the wall, glowing with colors of green and blue. Princess Ramita often went outside to spend time in the garden and talk to her peacock. One day, the peacock was sitting on the wall near the large leafy tree when a tiger happened to creep past in the grass below. The tiger had a cruel plan worked out in his mind. "I know that Princess Ramita comes out to talk to her pet peacock every day. Now it is time for me to climb up this tree and crawl along that big branch hanging over the wall. Then I can attack Princess Ramita and also the peacock." The peacock was watching the tiger, and he knew what the tiger was planning to do. As the tiger began to climb up the tree trunk, the peacock screeched loudly at him, "Don't come one step further. I know what you have on your mind. If you come any higher, I will peck you with my beak." The tiger laughed and laughed until tears rolled down his eyes. "Why, you are only a weak little bird, and I am a strong, fierce, magnificent tiger. How can you ever hurt me?" The tiger continued to climb up the tree, coming closer and closer to the top of the wall. The peacock lost no time and flew with great force at the striped big cat, and the fight began. The air was filled with loud piercing screeches and tiger growls. On and on it went, while feathers and fur were scattered here and there. All of a sudden there was a still, chilly silence. The fight was over, but the peacock could not be seen anywhere. "Oh no!" cried Princess Ramita in dismay. "My pet peacock must have been killed by the tiger." She fell on her knees and cried and cried and cried. "It will never be the same for me now." The king and the queen tried to cheer her up, but it was of no use. The princess missed her pet peacock so much that she could not even eat. Time passed by, and the queen had a special shawl made for the princess, beautifully embroidered in peacock feathers. The princess said, "Thank you for this lovely shawl, but it will never replace my dear pet peacock." One sunny day, Princess Ramita wrapped the shawl around her shoulders and went for a walk in the garden. A small sound made her look up on the top of the wall, and to her surprise and delight, she saw her pet peacock sitting there with his long, shiny tail hanging. "My peacock, you are still alive!" she cried in glee. "Yes," replied the peacock. "The tiger put up a good fight, but he only got my tail feathers, so I have grown new ones now." The princess replied, "How can I thank you? I can now see that you had saved my life and pleased me so much. I'm going to do the same thing with my mum and my dad, which is the king and the queen. I will try and please them in every way that I can." So the lesson here, children, is that we must learn to please our parents who give us everything in life: food, clothes, a house, an education, and lots more. We need to study well at school and help with little jobs around the house, and we need to have lots of respect and love for our parents at all times. Thank you for listening.